Hello. I'm going to talk about the care and maintenance of the flute in this supplementary video. It's always a good idea when putting the flute together, assembling it, to hold the flute at the top of the body of the flute, the main section with all the keys. And when you put the head joint in, just turn it like so. And then get hold of the flute and make sure that the flute head joint is leveled up with the first key. Similarly with foot joint, hold at the top and turn and add like that. The reason I mention this is that some people, when they put flutes together, hold the key work like that and then put on head joint and foot joint. The chances are that the key work will become dislodged, or you may disturb the spring mechanism. So it's worth just holding it at the top and the bottom like that when you're putting on the foot joint. Don't hold the keys. That's what I'd suggest anyway. Also, when you've finished playing the flute, good idea is to swab it out with a cleaner like so. So do that. And similarly with the body of the flute, like so. It has to be given a fairly good hefty push like that. That'll get out all the moisture. It really is worth doing, and the main reason it's worth doing it'll save the little pads underneath the keys. These little bits here. You'll be able to see this, I think. Those little leather things under the keys, which bed down and make sure that make sure you get a sound out of the flute. That's their purpose. Also with foot joint as well, like so. So that's worth doing. Another thing that's worth doing is getting a piece of kitchen roll, and under every key, making sure that you just take off the excess moisture. Go through every key. It might be sound a bit over the top, but I'd suggest this. It will save the pads. To have a flute repadded now costs well over £100. So it'll save you a lot of money if you do this after every time you play, like so. You can see what I'm doing, just putting the kitchen roll under the pads like so, and go do the whole flute. G sharp key included, B flat key included, and trill keys as well. There's these two little keys which we haven't talked about yet, little trill keys, and those open the top, those two little keys there, like so. And do the same also to the foot joint. Hold it at the bottom. Or maybe you can't actually. Well, I usually hold it like that. And then D sharp key. And then also C key and C sharp key. So that's fairly useful to do, I think. Another thing, this might sound a bit crazy, but when you've played the flute and you want to break, and you want to put the flute down on a table or a flat surface, put the flute down so the keys are facing upwards. Don't put it down like this. The main reason is that the moisture will drip down onto the pads again. So, you know, you've got to sort of be really careful with the way you maintain flutes. Try and remember those things. It'll keep your flute good and healthy for many years, and you won't have to fork out loads of new money, extra money for new flutes. So, you know, well remembered, I think, if you can. Okay, cheers now. Bye.